Alright, hey guys, Gulius here, and I am casting a pub game. Yes, that is right, I am casting a game for the first time ever on my channel. This game was sent to me by a good friend of mine, Misery, or Miz, and he's a pretty high tier player. He is currently about 6k MMR, and hoping to have a good game. He said this one was really interesting. A lot of cool things happened, so hoping to see a really good game here. And starting off, we see Phoenix going right into the jungle near the bottom rune. Just doing a little bit of scouting out, maybe trying to place down that observer ward to block the camp, but Axe is really not going to allow that to happen. Good positioning by him there. So just to go over the teams first, we have Misery on our support Ogre Magi. We have a Storm Spirit bottom, perhaps. We have an Axe in the jungle. We have Ember Spirit mid, and we have our Bristleback off lane. And on the Dire side, we have a Naga Siren going to be taking up that top lane role. We have Juggernaut perhaps taking up a support type role, or maybe even jungle with the boots first. We have Queen of Pain in the middle, Phoenix on the off lane, and Nature's Prophet in the jungle. So perhaps a support Juggernaut when Amasheep sucks. He's a player actually we've heard of before. He was on Team E-Hug, and I believe Turn My Swag On, I think, was the last team he was officially on. So a pretty high up there player, maybe former professional player, and we'll see really what he is capable of here. So we have Bristle, and actually it looks like it's going to be a support Naga, even though it is a Naga up in the top lane. So support Naga with Juggernaut actually doing the farming. And so down here we do have the Storm, position 1, who is going to be doing the farming for the Radiant team. Up against this Phoenix should be a pretty fair match, I think. In a few levels, though, Phoenix will have the advantage up until Storm hits that crucial level 6. In the middle we have Ember Spirit, interestingly enough, getting Sleight of Fist level 1. Don't really agree with that decision. Usually, especially against a spell-based mid, you really want to get that Flame Guard maxed out first, so you're not going to take as much harass from the Queen of Pain, who is a mid that lately we haven't seen very much of. Hopefully, we'll be able to see more of her in the coming changes to the meta as the meta progresses. And so Phoenix does get this ward down as this camp is pulled through. Miz is going to come do some harass with the Ogre Magi slow. Just going to try and beat her down with that club while Access is jungling nearby. So Phoenix is forced out and the pool is successful, but it is now blocked, and there are Sentry Wards actually on the Ogre. Axe might die here if he's not careful to these Centaur War Runners, but it looks like he is going to get away just in time. He's going to man up against them, try and finish off that camp. Looks like he'll be successful. So let's bring up the net worth. And so here we have Juggernaut already at the top. Actually, last hits would probably be a little bit better to watch right now. So let's see. We have Nature's Prophet. Most of the Dire are actually on top right now. And but the Radiant fully in the middle of the pack, so their supports aren't suffering as hard. So we do have the Naga Siren doing some pulling here with the Juggernaut, and Juggernaut's really farming very well, and we'll see what he's able to turn that into soon. Now we have Storm Spirit, hasn't gone for anything just yet, just a Null Talisman and some regeneration. Let's see, Phoenix sitting on just a Ring of Protection, no boots yet, and it's really going to come down to who gets this bottle out in mid first. So Ember Spirit's still quite a few gold off of that, a few last hits away. Queen of Pain does have the gold, hasn't bought it just yet. Perhaps she's looking to buy boots as well. No, there is the bottle going to be coming out on the courier in just a second. That little golden pudgeling. How beautiful. And she gets shackled up here in mid by the Ember Spirit. Not going to die. A little bit too deep to die for the Ember at this point in the game without his ultimate just yet. But some good harass going on to the Queen of Pain. Very surprising that Sleight of Fist making the best of it, really. And hopefully he can continue to zone out this Queen of Pain. But her bottle is coming out first. And I missed the first blood right there on the Juggernaut. Almost goes down himself to the Bristleback, but the Healing Ward's going to get him back up to full. And now there is a huge push going on to the top tier 1 for the Radiant team. So they're going to send Bristle right back up there to try and stop it, and he should be just fine doing that. And he'll pick up quite a decent amount of farm as well. And Ember picks up the regen rune in middle. Doesn't have his bottle just yet. That's still coming out on the courier, but it looks like Nature's Prophet's going to actually try and snipe this off. Let's see if he's successful in doing so. And he kind of misses it as it goes by. What is the AFK? They're sitting there waiting for the courier and completely whiffs it. He's probably going to get it here on the way back. Let's see if they upgrade to flying. No, doesn't look like it. So he's going to go for the 1. 2 right clicks. He does get the courier. So that's kind of a bummer for the Radiant team. The Bottle Crow for the Ember Spear is going to hurt, but hopefully he can get the runes instead. So we'll see if they can secure that for him. We have Misery already at level 3, tied with the Phoenix, so very good job pulling there and zoning the Phoenix as well. A pretty hard thing to do. Phoenix is pretty good against most supports, but Ogre being tanky is able to do that. He's very strong right now in the meta as well. And so we see Axe coming down here, probably picking up his Tranquil Boots. Yes, there they are. And they're going to go contest this 4-minute rune. It's only a bounty rune bottom, so not a big deal if Phoenix gets this. But we'll pick it up and just get that extra bit of golden experience. And Miz wants him to come back, but Phoenix is just going to fly away. He's got a salve, so he'll probably salve up soon. We see Prophet actually returning to his jungle now to do some jungling. And he's just going to keep farming away, going for that triple null build, maybe into a blade mail as well for him. And back to the middle, Ember pops his Flame Guard, perhaps taking a little bit too much harass. And he did get that rune, so he does have an Invis rune in his bottle. Going to actually shackle up here onto the Queen of Pain, but she turns back on him. His Flame Guard actually goes off at a terrible time, but he pops the Invis rune to get the bottle charges. But that Shadow Strike is only level 1, I believe, yes. So not really going to tick him too hard, and he'll be able to regen back up just fine. Back up on the top lane here, we have Bristleback versus Juggernaut. And Bristle's doing alright in the farm department, but really scared of that net from Naga coming in and locking him in place for the Blade Fury, which would be his death again, perhaps. Especially if Jug hits level 6 or higher. There he goes, is level 6, and body blocks him a little bit. Great job there by Sheep Sucks, and gets that second kill onto the off-lane Bristleback. So Bristleback not having such a good time here on the off-lane for the Radiant team. Really getting that Jug off to a very strong start. He's already got Phase Boots and 1,400 more gold. Could be a point booster if he's going for the Aghanim Scepter. Could be well on his way to a Maelstrom. We'll see what he really decides to go for from here. Down in this bot lane, Phoenix up to 500 gold, so finally starting to get some last hits for herself, but it does look like Miz is going to start pulling again to get himself some levels and deny it to Phoenix as well. So we do have Ember searching for that 6-minute rune again. We're going to watch both rune spawns and see which one pops. They actually both go for top, so going to be some contesting here. No, Queen of Pain decides to stay mid. No, she is actually deciding what she wants to do right now. Does she want to go mid, or does she want to actually contest this rune? No, Ember gets the bounty, and bottom it's going to be Miz picking up that illusion or guarding it. He is going to actually take it and pick it up. And so we have Ember here fighting the Queen of Pain with his Flame Guard, doing quite a bit of damage, but Naga Siren is coming in, trying to gank. They do get the net off. Are they going to actually have enough damage? He does Remnant to the high ground. He shackles, and he's baiting out more spells, but he does Remnant to the high ground, but Nature's Prophet is there. He knows that he's coming, and the Queen of Pain ultimate comes out before Ember Spirit is able to Remnant to the low ground. But the Courier's coming through, and actually no one's there to pick it off. So a very good gank there by the Dire team, but very close to them not being able to kill him. If he got that last Remnant off, that would have been really, really bad for the Radiant, or for the Dire, I'm sorry. So down here, yes, like I said, Phoenix starting to put out that harass with the Fire Spirits. That burn damage, that attack slow is just horrible for Storm, and he really can't get a kill off because he is so low. Even though Phoenix doesn't have that egg yet, we'll have it up soon, but still just can't put out the damage to be able to kill this Phoenix. And so Phoenix is going to now get a lot of farm and become pretty strong. Axe coming in, chasing after this Queen of Pain, has enough mana to blink and gets away from him easily. Until Axe really gets some mobility up, he's not going to be much of a threat to this high mobility team of Phoenix, Prophet, Queen of Pain, and Juggernaut especially. Not really going to do much to Juggernaut, but there is a lot of harass going on to Juggernaut. He's trying to bait it out, and he gets the Omni Slash. Wow! Oh my god, Juggernaut, nice plays there. Really outplaying the Bristleback, making him think he was about to die, and then just popping that Omni Knight with 3 slashes and an easy kill going his way. He's already up to 2.3k gold, so interesting to see what he'll go for first. Not really sure what item it's going to be. Doesn't look like an Ags, but we'll see what he decides. Misery's still level 4, not doing so bad as a support. We can actually bring up the levels real quick and see how everyone's doing here. So we have Queen of Pain and Juggernaut, top of the charts at level 8. So mid and safe lane are definitely going in favor of the Radiant team. And hold that thought, I thought they were going back onto Bristle, but they're deciding to leave him alone just a little bit. Storm and Ember, the safe lane in the mid lane for the Radiant, following up closely behind. The supports are around the same level. The only advantage is that the jungler Axe is doing better than the jungler for the Dire, and they are going on Phoenix, who now does not have mana for his egg. He actually wands and does get the mana amount he needs now, but he gets stunned and looks like he's going to go down regardless. So the Phoenix does go down to a 3-man gank of Storm, Ember. Actually, that was a 4-man gank, so that was a lot of commitment to kill an offlane Phoenix, who really doesn't have much at this point, just that chainmail. So they don't commit any ultimates or anything, but they still commit a lot of time from all their heroes to kill that Phoenix. And we have Naga Siren at level 4. So Naga and Ogre are going to be playing that 5 position, getting pretty much no farm and just being the ward people for right now. We have an engagement on mid again. Ember Spirit versus this Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain is going on and pretty hard. Flame Guard runs out, so he remnants away, but he is just fine. There are 3 heroes of the Dire here from the middle, and Queen of Pain has a haste. She blinks over the top of Ember, and he's just trying to juke around his tower right now, but they are closing in on him. The trees are created, and Queen of Pain screams one more time, and he goes down. But there are TP reactions from Ogre. He does do the 1 Fire Blast, but he doesn't have multicast just yet, so he's actually might go down here to all the summons and illusions of Naga Siren. He's sprouted up. He's stuck in place trying to get through those trees. If he's able to make it to his tier 2, he probably will survive here. And they are still chasing him. Is it really wise to commit this deep? Bristleback shows up, starting to go on that Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet gets stunned out. He is trying to TP. Is he going to be able to make it out in time before Bristleback gets those 2 hits off? No. He does go down to the Bristleback, finally himself getting on the board after feeding away a few kills. But so he finally gets on the board. Juggernaut up here still farming, however, going to be going for that Battle Fury and probably going to get it pretty fast. He almost has all the components. About an 11-minute Battle Fury, I believe, we'll be seeing out from Juggernaut. So a super early Battle Fury, and that's really going to accelerate his farm into the late game. And he might even be able to outcarry this Ember if he's able to farm this well consistently. And he actually does start spinning onto the Ember, and his Flame Guard runs out, so he is going to be able to actually ultimate. No, he's not. The Remnant comes out. Very smart from the Ember Spirit, so Juggernaut is unable to Omni Slash on top of him. But they are going to transition this into a push with Nature's Prophet going in on the top lane. So let's see if they are actually able to push down this tier 1 tower. It looks like we have the Radiant team here converging in on this. Are they really able to fight into a Juggernaut ultimate, Phoenix Egg, all these big team fight ultimates? Ogre does have his multicast up online. He shoots out his slow, and it hits onto Phoenix. The Omni Slash comes through, hitting twice. Ogre is the first one to fall. And some poor camera work by me is evident. We do have Bristleback running away. May he burn down to the damage? No, it's actually Juggernaut the next one to go down. And they are on the chase to the Nature's Prophet. Doesn't look like he'll be able to TP out. There are enough interrupts here to stop him. He sprouts up trying to stop them from seeing him, but he does get taken down in the end. So actually a really good fight there for the Radiant team. Not allowing the Dire to just run over their tier 1. And my camera work is going to be the thing I need to improve on the most for my next cast. But so a really good job there, surprisingly, by the Radiant, able to hold their tier 1, only losing their 5-position Ogre. And the Radiant, or the Dire, they have a lot of levels on their big heroes, on their carries, on their mids, but their Naga Siren's only level 5, so they weren't able to disengage with the song, and I think that's really going to hurt them. They need to get levels up on their Naga Siren. Especially, I'm surprised she's going multiple mirror image levels. I'm surprised it's not more net focus and Riptide, because she's got the damage and holding people in place. Really, you only want to get mirror image if you're going more of a carry farming Naga. But you know, I'm not 6K MMR, so I can't make those calls. But that's just my opinion. Looks like Juggernaut is getting pretty close to finishing his Battle Fury, about 500 gold away. So once you get that, we'll see how his farm goes. I'm going to switch over now to the net worth chart. Yeah, Jug and Queen of Pain definitely on the top. Queen going for the Orchid, going to be good versus Storm. Might Force Storm actually going in Orchid himself, going to try and pick off this Queen of Pain. And there it is, actually dodging the Nature's Prophet ultimate with the Ball Lightning. So really good job there from Storm. Not sure if that was totally intentional, but still really nice from him. And so Bristleback's going to push up this tower a little bit, sees Nature's Prophet coming in, and is going to retreat right back out. So Axe does pick up his Blink Dagger. Here it is. This could be a big play from him in the mid lane. He sees 2 heroes mid. Is he actually going to go on them? It is the Juggernaut and the Phoenix. Here the Blink. He actually has it now. Probably waiting for one more teammate. Looks like Ogre's coming in as well, and they actually retreat out. The Radiant retreat, knowing something's up, that they're committed a little bit too deep. But he does show the Blink Dagger. So they know Blink Dagger's out on Axe now, so they're going to be really careful. And Phoenix picking up an Invis Rune could actually kill this Storm. Doesn't notice him. I don't know what happened there, but walked right past the Storm Spirit. Storm with a bit of luck there. Bristleback turns his back, starts running away, and Axe is going to run in to try and help out, but Phoenix is here and try and clean up this Bristleback. Is he going to have enough back stamina to survive? No, it's not going to do it for him. Axe still hasn't used Call yet. He's not using it at all, and is just going to back off. Doesn't think he can actually get a kill from those. Probably the wise decision there. Phoenix with no egg, but still has a lot of her spells available, or his, or its, or whatever. Ember and Ogre pushing in this top lane. Ogre trying to zone out that Juggernaut from coming in too close. Ember shoots out a safety remnant so we can get away if things like this happen, where oh, and we have a pause. So, just a mana pause maybe. We can see what's happening actually down bottom. It looks like a TP. He missed the call timing perhaps. And Phoenix was able to TP out quite easily. No egg popped, so good job there by Phoenix. Naga Siren's still not level 6. This is really bad for Dire. They need this level 6. She's so close. Give her 1 creep wave of experience, guys. Let's see. Queen of Pain very close to her Orchid. How's Storm's Orchid looking? Pretty far off. Still needs a second, finish up that second Oblivion Staff and the recipe. Queen's going to have it momentarily. Bristleback trying to defend this tower alone from the Juggernaut and from the Phoenix. Is he going to be able to do it? There is no TP support coming in, but they do fortify. And the Battle Fury is up on Jug, so he's going to start farming pretty hard, pushing in creep waves very well. And we'll see if they actually want to commit this. They do have the Healing Ward out, so that tells me that they're really going to try and commit to take down this Tier 1 tower. And it's just Juggernaut and the Ogre Magi coming in. Ogre pops his Soul Ring, does hit a double multicast onto the Jug, who turns into spinning, and actually gets the tower as well. And now he's chasing down his Bristleback. Could be vulnerable to an Omni Slash, and the Phoenix hops into his egg, and Axe actually calls the Juggernaut, but his attack speed slow is really hurting him down. He does hit the coal, and he gets out of there, but Phoenix is back in with all of her cooldowns off, and he goes and burns down Axe to a crisp. Miz could be next, this Ogre Magi, or the Bristleback does hit the double multicast onto Queen of Pain and Phoenix, but Queen of Pain just mans up against the Bristle and takes him down, bottles up and doesn't actually die. From that burn damage. Storm gets a kill on the other side of the map on the Naga Siren, and is really trying to go one-on-one against the Prophet, but just gets right-clicked down. Not enough mana to juke out all those auto attacks. Not really worth it there, taking that low-level Naga Siren for a kill onto the Prophet. But we do have Ogre coming in with the multi. There we go. Punches him a few times, and Ember cleans up the kill. So Ember gets that gold. Probably better for him to have it than the Ogre Magi. But the play really was made there by the Ogre, getting that multicast with all that skill, showing off what he's really capable of. But Juggernaut's coming down. He does have the Omni Slash back up again, so anyone he sees is going to die, and it might just be this Ogre right here. He does not kill him with an Omni Slash, but turns into a Blade Fury and gets the kill. Coming up now onto the Ember Spirit. Ember shackles creeps for some reason. He is Orchid now. This could be his death. He actually gets screamed, trying to juke in the trees, but the Orchid final burn damage does end up killing him. So, not looking so hot for the carries of the Radiant side. The Ember Spirit doesn't have anywhere close to Battle Fury. He's only got Phase. And the Storm does not have his Orchid yet. So, Radiant are falling behind at this point. I don't think it's anywhere near being over, but they are definitely falling behind. This Queen of Pain is starting to really have a big game impact. Gonna find this Bristleback, farming up some camps. He is at pretty full HP. She doesn't have her ultimate yet, but she takes the creeps from him and forces him back. All that time, Juggernaut is pushing the bottom lane. And gonna get this Tier 1 tower probably for free unless someone really comes down and stops him. But Storm was also taking a top Tier 1 for the Dire team. The Dire do fortify. Are they going to come in? Prophet could TP, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. And Storm's going to get that last hit. But Ember Spirit, however, the Radiant are trying to defend their tower. Prophet TPing in really deep onto the Ember. And gets Orchid. There is, and they just know. They have really good coordination. Able to take down this Ember, no problemo. And Ogre's TP is just going to be a little bit too slow, because it actually looks like Axe TP'd in as well. And the entire Dire team is now bottom. And they want to get this Tier 1 really bad. They want to get that trade. They got the kill, but they need this tower for the map control. And this Tier 1 tower can really help out Radiant with the Roche and how they get map control there. But, oh man, Storm, you are TPing into a bad position, my friend. He gets sleeped. Here's the Naga Siren setup I was talking about, getting that level 6. And Storm, unless he gets a zap immediately, no, he gets Orchid. He's dead. Oh my god, but Axe comes in with a huge call, and he's got 3 of them in there, getting lots of spins off, but the damage is just too much, and they actually take him down. Phoenix goes into the egg, and Storm calls the GG. Probably not a real GG, but just kind of upset about maybe his performance in the game. Omni Slash still up, so they can really push down this Tier 2. A very good call from Axe, but it just wasn't enough to stop this massive push. And let's see what they're able to transition it into. Maybe a Tier 2 with Prophet's Trees coming up in 3 seconds. Are there any trades going on? Looks like Ogre is farming middle, but the Queen of Pain has found him. Is he tanky enough to survive? She does have her ultimate. Is she actually going to use it on support like this? No, doesn't even need to. And she is shackled here up against the Ember Spirit. His Flame Guard is doing a lot of work, and he's able to survive and actually kill the Queen of Pain, getting him a lot of gold, 575 gold. She was on a pretty big streak, so kind of a mistake there to not just run away, and she blew the ultimate instead and tried to get a kill. A little bit greedy there from the Queen of Pain. So now Ember does have 1,400 gold. He is going for a drums before the Battle Fury, so really This Jug, I don't see how they're going to outfarm him, how they're going to stop him. He actually ends up going for a blink. I don't know if I agree with this decision. They have Queen of Pain. They have Sleep to initiate. I don't know if he needs the Blink Dagger to be able to initiate. I think more damage or more tank ability, perhaps a BKB, would have been the way to go. But there is a huge call from Max. He gets 4 of them. He's trying to drag him back in, but the damage is just way too much. And Juggernaut gets the Omni Slash. Running forward, probably going to Blade Fury. No, he gets Orchid by the Storm Spirit, and they pick him out, running up forward a little bit overextended. Axe actually buys back for that. Kind of a mistake, unless he's able to catch a lot of people out again. He is running forward. His Blink does get disabled by the trees, so kind of unfortunate there for him. But he tried. His buyback, though, not going to be worth it. Is going to delay his Blade Mail just a little bit. Going to take him a bit longer to farm up that gold. We have Ogre, has hit level 10, almost level 11 now for the Ogre, so that's going to be a big level. When Ogre hits level 11, gets that 2 times multicast, or not the 2 times multicast, a chance for 3x and more chances for 2x, upping that ultimate, is really going to help him in his skill department of killing enemy heroes. And we have Ember starting to push this mid lane out. So he did go for the phase drums build, a little bit more fighting, a little bit more early game, but he's going to be lacking late game unless he really gets up a Battle Fury pretty quickly. So I think that's going to be where the Radiant have to have some concerns about what happens in 20 minutes from now when Juggernaut is crazy farmed from his Battle Fury and Ember Spirit probably doesn't have much of anything. Maybe 1 Battle Fury and a crit, while Juggernaut could be sitting 5 slotted. So just something for the Radiant to probably think about. They are still defending this tower. It's not deny range yet. And actually blinking here in onto the Ogre Magi. Pretty nice use of the blink there. Ogre is going to get away. Juke's actually up the high ground very nicely. Stuns the Phoenix and Orchid onto the Juggernaut. Is he going to go down to the Storm Spirit here? Yes, he is. And that's another overextension from the Juggernaut. And now his Battle Fury and his blink... Like, he has all these items, but he keeps dying because he's just so squishy. They don't offer him any stats in terms of HP, and it's really coming into play here. And the sleep actually goes down. Are they gonna? Oh, she gets the deny. Cheeky little play there from the Naga Siren. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Maybe a level 1 sleep might not be worth it because it is on such a long cooldown, but a very nice deny there coming out from the Naga Siren. So it looks like we'll probably just go back to the farm game for a bit. And while we do, I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water. Okay, so we have Juggernaut coming in here, heading bottom lane. Looks like he wants to stop off maybe for some Ancients, and I think this is a good idea. He's got the Battle Fury. He is capable of easily farming these Ancients, especially with his Healing Ward. He should be getting his supports or himself to stack it, because just doing Ancients one by one is really not as effective as it could be. Especially with a Naga Siren as well to help him out with the minus armor. So I'm really surprised they haven't taken more advantage of the Ancients. Neither team really doing that very well. Of course, the Radiant don't really have as good of tools to take that down. Battle Fury is on the way now for Ember. He's got the Perseverance, so he's heading there. I'd predict, a 26-minute Battle Fury or 25-minute Battle Fury, so not a great timing, but after phase drums, it could be worse. So we do have drums actually coming out for the Naga as well. Queen of Pain's next item going to be a Lincoln Sphere. And the next item for Phoenix, going to be a mech into maybe a sheep. Not sure what she's going to go with that. Maybe a Yules as well. Vanguard into most likely a Crimson Guard for the Bristleback. I really like that pickup. Crimson Guard, a really good item. Triple multi onto the Naga Siren. Storm zips in for that easy kill on her. Queen scouts it all out with the Invis rune. Is she actually going to do anything with this Invis, though, is the question. So let's follow her for just a little bit. And see where she goes. She's probably going to try and pick off someone squishy, but there really are no squishy heroes left anymore for her to pick off solo, unless she commits an ultimate. And that is a strength of the Radiant Draft. The only one she can really pick off is Ember Spirit if he doesn't have Flame Guard up or any Remnants. So if he's really caught unaware, she can pick him off. Like he's bottom right now, and she's actually heading there as I speak and drink this water. And she does blink over and gets the Orchid off, and here comes Nature's Prophet as well with a Maelstrom, and she is going to commit the ultimate, and looks like Ember is just going to flat out die. And that's the only person she can really kill. She could commit it all to the Ogre, but really, is it worth it to kill the 5-position Ogre? Probably not. But then again, Ogre has been making big plays, so maybe it is worth it, because his stun is really hurting them in the team fights. But maybe a Yules, maybe a Sheep coming out from Phoenix, depending on how confident he is with his farm. Oh, excuse me, with his farm. Storm actually going for a Bloodstone. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of feel like he needs a Lincoln's or a BKB against this team, but he also, a Bloodstone would be great because he is going to need to carry this game through the mid game. Because Ember's not going to do it. Bristle's not going to do it. He's the one who has to do it. Axe can kind of do it, but Roshan's going to be taken by the Dire pretty fast. And it goes to the Juggernaut. And Lincoln's here now finished, and they all TP top. Phoenix gets multied on a little bit. He's going to actually dive in after the Ogre, so chasing after him. We're going to see if Ogre's able to get away. And the dagger comes out, does hit him in the back. He's really slow now, especially with those burn damage spirits coming in from Phoenix. But Axe comes in with the Coal and actually finishes off Phoenix, but Ogre dies as well. Axe now has to run away from Queen of Pain. He gets sprouted up. He's pretty much surrounded, and looks like he's going to go down. Doesn't get that last call off on anybody, and I do hear a Storm Spirit zipping around in the back, coming after this support Naga Siren. Bristle and Storm really coming in, doing a lot of work here. Storm does get silenced, but just mans up against Queen of Pain, but Juggernaut with the Omni Slash doing even more work than the aforementioned other heroes. And is he going to go down? He's pretty fast, but the blink there on Juggernaut does secure the kill. So Jug going for a Maelstrom now, going to have that, and his farm is starting to get back really high at where it was before, but Queen of Pain's still really at the top of the farm charts. She's got the Lincoln, she got the Orchid, and 1,700 gold. That is quite a lot. So she can probably do some work with that combo. Maybe going to go for a Sheep next. Probably something more offensive, because with this Lincoln Sphere, she's got all the defensive capabilities she needs. She won't get Orchided by Storm Spirit anymore. She won't get multied by Ogre right off the bat. So hopefully she can use that as her defensive item and get something more offensive moving forward. And Ogre here hiding in the trees, waiting for someone else. He does try and stun, but realizes that, alright, there's a Lincoln's there now. Can't really do that anymore. Ember getting some farm. Has 1,400 gold, so that's one sword of his Battle Fury. He needs about 1,200 more to get his full completed Battle Fury. And once he gets that, then Ember's farm can start to accelerate, but he needs a lot more than just one Battle Fury to win this game. Storm, he's still not there. He doesn't have his, he actually could have his Bloodstone almost completed, I think. Yeah, he's only a few hundred gold off from that. He has his Null Tally sitting in his stash. I guess he wants to keep that as well once he gets his Bloodstone. He could actually be heading to the shop now. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. So he is going for that Bloodstone. Going to have it finished momentarily. Ember going to have his Battle Fury. So these big items are finally coming up for the Radiant. But just looking at the net worth, it's all dire. Except for this Naga getting caught out a little bit too much. But we'll see. She does net up the Ember Spirit. Ember is going to Remnant away. So he'll be fine for right now unless Juggernaut decides to blink in, but his blink is actually disabled, and he does Omni Slash, but very nice Remnant with only about 3 HP left. He is okay, gets away. Ogre Spirit not gonna, or not Ogre Spirit, Ogre not gonna be so lucky. Axe runs away from the Phoenix Egg, but is caught out by Juggernaut blinking in, as well as Queen of Pain blinking in, pops the Blade Mail, but it's just not enough. They can just tank right through that damage, and they're probably gonna get this tier 2 off the back of that fight. Ember, meanwhile, just farming away, doing his thing. And they're going to get this tier 2 for sure. Do they have a healing ward down? I see... Oh, Storm Spirit, what are you doing, my friend? What was that? Storm just throwing away his life for no reason at all. And Naga Siren even laughs at him a little bit. Kind of a throw right there. Kind of a throw. But we'll see if they're able to make a stand here at their racks. You never really know. They do get this tier 3 pretty much for free. And they're going to move on to the racks. If they get this, this is a big boost to their stance in the game. And they are able to get it at 27 minutes. They get the first racks. Ember Spirit jumping through, doing a decent amount of damage. Axe and Storm both coming in. The Song comes out, but she dies immediately after songing. And they're trying to run away. Axe actually gets the call off from behind. Very nicely done. And chops one of them to bits. Nature's Prophet is going to try to make it out, but he is pulled. He's not able to do it. And the Aegis, he does actually blink away Juggernaut. Now they are on the chase. Storm zips in. He is going to be able to catch him, but he does spin and is magic immune for the duration of this time. It is about to run out, however, he is not immune to the call of Axe. And Axe stops him in his tracks, and Ember Spirit gets that final kill. So they lose the racks, but they almost team wipe back in the favor of the Radiant team. So with the Ember Spirit, you know, being down a racks is not that big of a deal because Ember Spirit is so great at dealing with large masses of creep waves or mega creeps or anything. Ember Spirit with a Battle Fury or 2 can deal with it really, really well. So I think from here, getting 2 racks is going to be really hard for them. But I think right now they're okay. The Radiant are okay. It's a loss, but I think if they contest, you know, the next Roshan, I think they'll be in a pretty decent place. But it is not coming up for about 3 more minutes. So we don't have that to worry about just yet. But Ember, he could go for a second Battle Fury right here, or he could go directly in for a crit. I kind of favor, in this situation, getting a second Battle Fury first, because he's already down that lane of racks, and you know you're going to need it to clear out all those creep waves. You're also going to have Naga Siren Illusions and trees to help you with your Battle Fury splash damage, and so having those extra things to jump to is really good for Battle Fury.
Radiant's top tower is
of course, you could get a crit first, then go back for a second Battle Fury. Both are good. Now, Nature's Prophet, we haven't checked on his items in a while. Did go for that Null Tally Blade Mail build. Also picked up the Mjolnir. It looks like Phoenix is actually going for a Sheep Stick, so is going to have that relatively soon. Needs about 1,300 more gold. What did Queen of Pain get next? She got a Scotty. I don't know if I like this. It gives her a lot of stats and is slow. She already has a slow in the dagger. It goes through BKB, but no one on the Radiant's building BKB. However, she does jump in Silent Storm, and he's just blown right up. With that DD, of course, she's doing a ton of damage. But without it, I feel she needs to start right-clicking harder. Because Jug's the only one really doing that. And maybe a little bit for Nature's Prophet. But she really needs to transition into a harder carry instead of just a spellcasting carry. And they're going to go in with this DD on the bottom, tier 3. And they're starting to bang on the door, and Juggernaut comes in with the Omni Slash. Actually gets no kills there. Bristleback does die at the end of it, but they are still holding. Queen of Pain gets called by Axe. Is she going to go down here? This could be really big if Queen of Pain goes down. All the hope for the dire push is going to be out, but Juggernaut still goes for it. He's going for the racks. Starts to spin. The Healing Ward actually goes down as well, so his health points could start to drop momentarily. Are they going to be able to get this second rack? Juggernaut just focusing it. But Nature's Prophet pops that Blade Mail. He goes down, but they do get the racks in return. Are they going to be able to pick anyone else off? Juggernaut trying to retreat. They are going to get Juggernaut, and they're going to get Phoenix. Where is that Naga Siren? She already died. Did she return to base? No, she went back top. So, wow, another fight where the Radiant lose the racks. However, they get a lot of trades in return. They kill a lot of the heroes. Storm's net worth is really starting to get high. Besides that one really odd jump in he had, where he didn't expect to get caught out. He's been playing really well these last few fights. And so they're just going to run up mid, get a tier 2. They really need that tier 1 bottom too. Like, this has been sitting here for quite a while. It's pretty easy. It's 199 HP. Just push in that bot wave and get that tier 1, get that extra money in your pocket. And, whoa. A Yules.
Dire's middle tower
interesting.
is under attack.
I guess they're using this for more chasing potential, but I feel like they have all the chasing potential they need in their Storm Spirit. Maybe he feels he's getting caught out too much. Yules gives him that time. We'll see. It seemed to work out in the last fight. They were able to catch the Phoenix because of it, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I really would have thought he would have favored more damage, but we'll see what he goes next. There it is, the Demon Edge. So he is getting more damage. He is going for maybe an MKB, maybe a crit. We'll see. We shall see. Bristleback does finish up his Crimson Guard, so his first major item is complete. We'll see what he goes on to next. Storm, Lincoln's Bloodstone Orchid. He's really fat. He's really fat. He's catching up to Queen of Pain. He's actually past the Juggernaut. Axe has a Ghost Scepter, Blink, and Blade Mail, so pretty standard stuff besides that Ghost Scepter, which he's using, of course, to stop the Juggernaut Ultimate. Roshan's still not up yet. Gonna be up in about, what is that, a minute and a half? And then we have Ember Spirit, of course, going for that kind of wonky Yules build. Now on the Dire, Jug finishes up a Mjolnir. Curious to see what he'll go next. Maybe a Basher or an Abyssal. Phoenix actually goes back for Lincoln's. I thought it was going to be a Sheep, but it is a Lincoln Sphere. They're really afraid of those Orchids. Queen, after the Scotty, has another DD, so they can make a push with this DD rune like they did before. And Naga's going for a Diffusal. Could burn off easy Lincoln charges. Could just be saying, hey, we're going to go super late, guys. I'm going to try and get some farm and see if I can help out in the carry game. But she's so far behind. Like, what's the point? You're not ever going to catch up unless this game goes 60 minutes, which it could, but you never know.
Radiant structures.
I never know. Alright, Ogre actually catches out the Nagar. Who's caught out who here? Ogre's running away. That fire beam poking him in the butt, but he's going to be just fine. He's super tanky running away. He does actually have an axe. Juggernaut does start Omni Slashing in the tier 3 right onto the Bristleback, who doesn't even get to pop his Crimson Guard. But here we go. They're pulling in the Juggernaut, and he's dead. He is gone for 75 seconds. But can the Radiant continue to hold now? Storm jumps back in. He's got a lot of mana. Is he going to survive, though? The Queen of Pain ultimate really cleans them up. Ogre, the only one left. Axe buys back. Remember, this is all for just a tier 2, while the other lanes are getting pushed in by the Mega Creeps. So are they able to hold this tier 2? Misery looks like he's going to go down. Yes, he does. Miz takes a fall at this tier 2.
Radiant's top tower has
Could this be the final stand of the Radiant? Just Axe left. Storm with that Bloodstone going to be back up in 5. So they really can't lose this tier 3. Let's see how they do. So Queen of Pain laying into it with her right clicks. Still hasn't popped that DD. Why is she not popping that DD? You should really use it to take down this tier 3. And maybe even these Raxes if possible. She should be using that soon, but actually decides to back out. Storm Spirit coming in here. He's getting manly. He's going in. But doesn't get Orchided. The Lincoln's pops. So there it is. It's gone now. He's kind of vulnerable. He is starting to retreat. The tower does go down. Are they going to get the Rax? Axe comes in with the call. Gets the Nature's Prophet. And the song, No Fun, coming out from the Naga Siren. And they are going to be able to retreat. Bristleback wants to kind of chase, but what can he really do? I hear Storm Spirit zipping in to the Queen of Pain, but she's so tanky with that Scotty. How are they going to bring her down? And Bristleback going out a little bit too far. Pops the Crimson Guard, might be able to retreat. Yes, he is able to retreat. Axe calls, but doesn't get him, just creep. Naga Siren actually getting caught out here by Ember. He is right-clicking her, but he is netted. Has a Remnant, could try and jump to her. And actually just Sleight of Fist, easy kill. And Juggernaut's back. He does have the Omni Slash, but Ember Spirit can outplay him if he does it correctly. And actually goes on top of creeps. Pretty smart. Nice job with the Remnant. Waited a little bit long, but the Juggernaut's now going to go down easily to the Storm Spirit. So this Juggernaut really not transitioning into late game as much as I would have liked to see him do. He has no HP. He just has no HP, like no raw stats. You got the Mjolnir, doesn't give him any health. You got the Battle Fury, no HP. Phase Boots, no HP. Blink, no HP. Sure, all these items are great, but he doesn't have any HP or any tank ability. No lifesteal, no raw HP, no magic immunity with a BKB. So I feel it's really hurting him. A Sheep actually now on the Nature's Prophet. Sheep's up. Storm, I don't think he's going to go down. They're actually going to turn on him now pretty easily, but the Blade Mail coming out could kill the Storm Spirit if he's not careful. But the Bristleback trying to finish him off. The Blade Mail does dissipate, but there's still Mjolnir on him, and that is actually what ends up killing him. The right clicks of Prophet with the heal from Phoenix. They get that double kill, and Prophet just mans up and right clicks it down. And good job from the Phoenix coming in with that heal. That heal is seriously underrated. The amount of damage it can do also. Max HP has damage 4%. That's quite a bit. That's like Enigma's Pulse. You get caught in that. If you're not really paying attention, it doesn't do a lot of damage initially, but after a while, it really starts to add up. Ember Spirit now could be close to either a crit or building an MKB. I don't think there's any reason to go MKB, so probably going to be a crit and about a few hundred gold. And there's a Vlad's. No one else really benefits from Vlad's on his team, though. I don't think Vlad's is the best option. I think a Helm of Dom could have been better, turn it into a Satanic, because this game is definitely going late. Unless he thinks he can finish it in this next fight when they get the top racks. If they get the top racks of the Radiant. Then Vlad's really won't help out that much. I don't think. I think he could have chosen a Helm of Dom and transitioned it into late game. But we'll see. It is pretty late game now already, so Vlad's... I don't think it's the most cost-effective choice.
Has fallen to the
and now that he's got Nagus, let's see what he's able to do. His real impact in fights has only been his ultimate. Besides his ultimate, he hasn't done much. He gets Orchided, he gets controlled down, and he's not able to really deal any right-click damage. All he's able to do is ultimate, and they've been good ults. They've been getting kills like right here. He might actually do it on the Bristleback, and he does. Is he able to actually kill him, though? With the Crimson Guard, pretty dang tanky, and can't bring him down. So now the ultimate's a lot less effective, and the Storm zips in. The Ember Spirit doing a ton of damage with his right-clicks, and they are all getting pretty low here. The multicast out on Nature's Prophet. Are they going to continue to fight? And the Ember Spirit jumping through him again. They're all pretty dang low. Axe comes in with a huge call. Gets all of them, but he goes down. Just too much damage for him to handle, but the Ember Spirit does take down the Jug. He's back, though, with the Aegis of the Immortal, and my camera went crazy. Ogre goes down to the Queen of Pain, so now it's a 3 versus 5. Are they able to hold here? And Storm jumps in onto the Juggernaut. Is he going to be able to kill him? Is he going to be able to take him down? He gets Orchided. Oh, but the sleep! And the Orchid actually kills Juggernaut. What's Storm going to do? Is he going to be able to zip out? He gets sheeped. He gets Queen of Pain ultimate. And he actually instant respawns, or instant buybacks, zips right back into the fight. Here he goes, and he takes down one. He takes down Phoenix. Is he going to be able to take down this Queen of Pain with the Ember Spirit's help? They are right-clicking him down. Queen of Pain is under the effect of Orchid, so she is silenced, and they do hold 1 melee Rax. Cost them a lot of buybacks. Are they going to be able to hold? This does not look good. They're against 3 lanes of creeps pushing in, and but they do have this 1 melee Rax, and they do have an Ember Spirit. Could go for a Divine Rapier. That's the other option here. This could be a Divine. I think that's what we're going to see. That's what I hope we're going to see right now, maybe.
Loaded to the gills.
We'll see. We'll see. So Storm's holding out the base. Kill that Catapult, Storm. There you go.
Where's the party?
So, the thing is, Radiant, only 1 player can leave their base, and it's going to be the Ember. He's the only one that can leave. And what did he get? Did he get the Divine? Aww, I wanted to see it. Maybe it'll be his next time. After this crit, he'll get a Divine. But he does go for the safer option, has faith that they can actually make the comeback, and starts pushing in this tier 2. Juggernaut comes in, but let's see. Ooh, the Yule's actually really good job there against the Omni Slash, and wow. Great play from Juggernaut. Able to get out, escape from the Juggernaut ulti. A great play from Ember, sorry. The Yule's actually really coming into good effect there. And it gives him a lot of mana regen, gives him move speed, so good choice there from the Ember Spirit. Actually pretty effective. But they really are pretty much in the dark here. They have some Observer Wards out. Able to see just... They've got this space to work with. If they go past here, they're probably going to die. Storm, of course, very mobile, able to sneakily farm up the enemy jungle, but he doesn't have a TP. I think, ooh, that Prophet could have been dangerous. What's going to happen here? Storm and Jug find each other farming in the jungle, and actually the Orchid comes out on a Juggernaut. He has no tank ability still. He's so squishy, and easy kill for Storm Spirit. Prophet TP's in, and Storm just going to zip away. Wow. So there you see it. Juggernaut's lack of tank items really affecting him here a lot in this late game. And we have Phoenix now. She has the Lincolns, and my vision got messed up. Let's change this to both teams. I was wondering what happened there. Okay, so Phoenix going for a Shiva's next, and a Shiva's actually picked up on Storm Spirit. I like this choice a lot. I think Shiva's is a really great item. Good choice, Storm. So he's putting down all his items to regen a little bit faster. And good choice, just kind of risky. But with no one there to really invis in and kill it, it's okay, I guess. Does regen a little bit faster. Ogre here, clearing out these creep waves, getting some farm. He's got a Ghost Scepter and an Ags. That Ags so clutch now. Such a great effect. And they actually, who are they catching out here? They caught the Naga Siren and the Nature's Prophet. Wow, they try and go on that Bristleback. My bad for not catching it. They try and go on Bristleback, and they just can't bring him down. He's so tanky, he's Bristleback. And there's actually another fight going on, and Ogre does get taken out, but they commit an ultimate to that from Queen of Pain. And are they going to chase? We have Axe coming in. Not actually going to be able to chase it down. So a Prophet, a Naga, and a Jug, all in all, for Ogre. Good trade. But Ogre still to get caught out there. We have Axe just looking to farm up. Their lanes are pretty pushed out, which is really nice. So they're not really under too much pressure now, although their throne is exposed and they don't have a glyph for another minute. So once that glyph comes up, that's going to be their only chance they can ever leave their base. Because without it, Prophet TP's in, an easy kill on your throne. So there it is, a Mjolnir out now for Queen of Pain. That's kind of more what I expected from her before the Skadi, but Skadi actually ended up paying off a lot. It's given her a lot of tank ability. It's just not a game-ending item for Queen of Pain. And that's the thing with Queen of Pain. She does great early mid, but sometimes she can't always close out the game as well. That can be one of her issues. So she picks up a Mithril Hammer, and it looks like it might be a Deso because I'd expect her to be picking up... Actually, let's see. Excuse me. I'd expect her to pick up the Ogre Club if it was a BKB. But it looks like she just wants to get that, what's up here? See that little green dot. What is that? It is a BKB, actually. She gets the recipe first. So 700 away from that BKB, and once she gets that, Queen's going to be a pretty big force in these fights, as she's been all game. She's really been carrying this team a lot. Juggernaut did it a little bit in the early game in the laning stage, but really fell off after his ultimates. Didn't do anything after that. His ultimates were good, but his right clicks were never really there. So we see a smoke up from the Radiant, just a 3-man smoke. They leave Bristleback, pushing out the mid, Ember Spirit, maybe baiting out the top lane, and they do go on the Bristleback in the mid lane. Is he going to get caught out, or are the Dire going to overcommit onto this Bristle? They are doing a lot of damage on him. He pops the Crimson Guard, keeping him live just long enough so that the Radiant can show up. Storm Spirit zipping in. Here he goes. He's actually going on to the Queen of Pain, but she's able to keep surviving. Axe goes in, pops his Blade Maul, tries to chop down the Nature's Prophet, but he actually goes down as well to some damage later. And Juggernaut goes down to a quick Sleight of Fist from the Ember Spirit. Ogre falls to the Naga Siren. Everyone just dying and buying back right now. And so buybacks all over the place. Prophet bought back, Jug bought back, Axe bought back, and they're trying to get this Rax. They think if we get this now, they've won the game, which is probably going to be true for them. And there is a Fortify up for the Dire, or for the Radiant, and so let's see what they're able to do with this. And a big jump through from Ember. No crits really connecting there. Kind of a bummer for him. But Storm comes in with the Shiva's Guard, and all this damage, and the Orchid is able to do quite a lot. He's out of mana now, and they keep going on the Naga Siren, but there's no damage over time for her to fall. And we see this is still okay, but Juggernaut actually chopping on the throne. Axe gets a call off. Is he going to be able to kill this Juggernaut? He's actually going down really low to the Jug, but Jug actually keeps spinning, and he's trying to do what he can. He pops the Healing Ward, but it gets killed off, and he gets pulled in and dies. So he overcommits her to the throne, having a bit of a different goal than the rest of his team to get this Rax. So they didn't get the Rax. They didn't get the throne. They got it a little bit lower, but it does regen. Along with the melee, does regen. So here we are. We have Ember Spirit, 4.7k gold. He's the one who really matters in this late game. Storm Spirit, of course, is very important for fighting, but Ember Spirit's the most important for killing creeps, keeping the waves pushed out, and winning the game. He's going to be the factor that wins in this game. He's going to go up to the secret shop now. Is it going to be a Divine Rapier? Please.
Double damage.
Please. Yes! Okay, it's a Divine Rapier, Ember Spirit. This is going to be their comeback mechanic that they need to win this game. They're going to push out all their lanes, win a team fight, push down mid, end. That's what Radiant has to do. What Dire has to do is not all die at the same time, especially with their buybacks down on Prophet and Jug. If those two heroes fall, they lose. Stupendous. Especially if they fall at the same time. They have to be super careful. Queen, no buyback ready, but not enough money for it. They don't have any buybacks, and that's what really matters at this point in the game. Look at that. Phoenix, the only one in the game right now with a buyback. And honestly, a buyback on Phoenix, if it doesn't have an egg, is not really going to be worth it without a team. She doesn't have that much impact at this point in the game with all the attack speed on the enemy heroes. So let's see, what are they able to do? Prophet, he's still down, 3 seconds until he's up. He could port directly into the enemy base and actually try and end this game, but we'll see what decision he makes. They are pushing up the tier 3 right now. We're going to watch Storm Spirit and see if he's going to jump in on anybody. And Ember just continuing to Sleight of Fist, and actually Prophet staying here to try and make a defense, but Storm pulls him in. Are they going to actually be able to kill him down? No. Queen of Pain coming in with the Scotty Heads does a lot of damage. Prophet falls, and Storm right after him, but the egg going down. Whoa, lots of Sleight of Fish damage. Sleight of Fists, not Sleight of Fish, from the Divine Rapier Ember Spirit. He's still alive. Bristleback running away. Is he going to live? Probably not. No. Buyback from Storm and Ogre. Ember running away. Very unsuccessful push. They didn't even get this tower, down to 6 HP. Oh man, that fight was just crazy. I didn't know what to talk about. And this game is just crazy. I want the Radiant to come back from this crazy deficit. I just don't know if it's possible. I really don't. This Queen of Pain's been playing really strong, and I think she's been the one carrying this game so far. And we'll see if they're able to go straight for the throne. What does it look like they're going to do? Actually, some multis coming out here on the Jug. Triple multi. He's down again for 90 more seconds. Queen of Pain has to retreat. She has to. And actually, Storm going to continue chasing now. Are they going to be able to take him down? She turns and has to fight. She has a blink ready, but the multis again. So clutch, but she's actually back out. 80 HP. What's she going to do? She keeps running. Are they going to be able to catch her? Wow, she gets away with 150 HP. Holy crap. What a play. Very lucky from the Queen of Pain there.
Worthy tribute.
And we have Naga Siren, just farming up. Trying to get to carry status with the Diffusal Yasha. But Ogre, honestly, could probably one-shot her here. So there's the double multi. Comes in with the Refined Fire Blast. Oh, but Prophet actually TP's in as well. And he gets sheeped right as he tries to TP. So Ogre goes down. And he's down for 103 seconds since he lost his, he spent his buyback already. Not too big of a deal, but those stuns are actually really helpful for the Radiant defense. Roshan going to be taken by the Dire. And not much the Radiant can do unless they're charging over now. I see him coming. We have Ember Spirit. He's got a Divine. He's got a Battle Fury. He's got a Daedalus. What's he want to do here? He wastes one of his Sleight of Fist, so it's going to be a bit longer until he is able to do it. But here he is. Ember and Bristleback going right into the pit. And they're able to just clean up Prophet instantly. And they might even get this Roshan. Phoenix comes back to life out of the egg. But what is she able to do really at this point? She gets shackled and dives away. But not really able to do much. This Bristleback is just chasing right after Phoenix. Actually goes to the low ground. Great job there. But Axe does get the call off with the Blade Mail. Is forced to attack him. Is he going to be able to chop her down? The Mechanism fighting, staying in the trees. Ember actually has to TP back, afraid of a push coming in. And they do kill down that Phoenix. So Queen, Prophet, and Phoenix all dead. And this could be it. This could be the comeback that they need. So the Boots of Travel are up on Ember. He's going to push out these other lanes. And then Boots of Travel into the mid. And we'll see, excuse me, what he decides to do. So they are pushing up the mid lane. They get that easy tier 3 tower, but their creeps just aren't there to help them. I don't think they can get through the backdoor regen. Excuse me. Oh, man. Casting is a lot of talking. I think I'm doing too much talking. Maybe I should slow down a little bit. But there is no time to slow down in this game. There is no time for that. Ember Spirit's here. He wants it to end. He's saying, guys, I got my Divine, I got 4K gold, I got Aegis. Let's end this freaking game. So he comes in, starts hitting on the Rex, and actually shackles up onto the Naga Siren who sleeps them, trying to buy time for Prophet to respawn. And Storm actually zips in and grabs this Naga. Easy kill for him. Waits out that sleep. Good job by the Storm Spirit player to do that. Look at his mana regen. That is insane. 64. I believe that's above Fountain regen.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I think Fountain regen is 40. I'm not quite sure though. So they take them in Rex. So it's even in the mid now. They're going on the top. Not ending the game. Not ending the game. They are going for Megas instead of going for the end game. Juggernaut does start doing his ultimate and does end up killing Ember. Ember leaps away just in the last second. Does another Sleight of Fist. Is he going to fall here? That could be huge. Oh no, he does have the Aegis. Here is going to be a big play. Depends on what happens with his Sleight of Fist right here. If he gets the crits, he gets sheeped. Oh no, this could be awful. Oh, the Divine goes down. Ember Spirit. Juggernaut's going to get the Divine Rapier. Oh my god, but Juggernaut is really squishy. If he loses it here, what's going to happen? Ember Spirit just fought back. If he dies, he is... Oh my god, he just died back. That was a dieback. That's game, I think. I don't know how they can hold. I think that's it. Divine Rapier on Jug is just too strong. They don't have their Ember. And they're just going to run down mid, and they're just going to end it. That could be it. Bristle has a buyback. What can they do, though? Can Storm hold this? Can he kill the Jug? If they kill the Jug, I think they're okay. They do have a glyph. Jug's the one to look for. He just goes right in onto the throne. Oh, what are they going to do? Axe calls. Are they going to be able to kill the Juggernaut? He's getting pretty low. He gets... Oh my god, Heaven's Halberd on him, and he's actually dead now. Axe falls as well. And Storm Spirit coming through, zipping around onto the Phoenix. And Nature's Prophet is attacking the Bristleback, trying to do what he can. But Axe comes in, buyback, chop through, and the Divine Reaper's back on the ground. Oh my god, who's going to be able to pick it up? And they go, and they kill the Phoenix. It is not GG, folks. It's never GG. Oh my god. Oh my god, the comebacks are so real. The overcommitment and that super clutch Heaven's Halberd. Who had that? That was Bristleback, and I think with that he saved the game for the team. 100%. That Heaven's Halberd stopped Juggernaut from doing any attacking. He just stood there useless. He needed a BKB. He needed a tank item. He never got one. Therefore, he got disabled. He got his weapon taken away, his Divine Rapier snatched out of his hands, and couldn't do anything. Insane. This game is insane. Remember, guys, this is a 6K rated game. This is a 6K game. Prophet and Queen actually have their buybacks up now, and Phoenix. So they have a ton of buybacks. Do they really want to spend them, though? What's Storm going to go for here? He kills some huts. Just pushing in the wave.
I'm over here.
Notice the all chat has stopped at this point.
Over here now.
Probably can kill this Naga Siren. Naga only has a... Oh, it does have a Manta doing a lot of burn damage to the Storm. And that's really going to hurt him. If he can't zip-zap around, he's going to be screwed. But he does Shiva's, killing off most of those illusions, and now the Naga Siren is just out of luck. And that's going to be it for... Oh, no, she wands, actually. Oh, my God, she gets the sleep off. Jug could ulti here. Can he get away in time? Is he going to get the Orchid off? Oh, he actually zips. He does get it. But the Jug ultimate comes through eventually and does kill him. Ember Spirit has that Divine Rapier back again. He got it from the base. Zips on into the middle. So the two spirits trying their best to win this game. Storm does die, but his Bloodstone actually at this point is really a huge factor. Only down for 30 seconds. Oh my God. And a DD. A DD. This could be huge if they decide to use it, but really there's not an opportunity right now. If he hides in his base though, and if they push in, if Dire push in and they don't know about Ember's DD, that could be huge. That could be huge. Oh my God, where's he TPing to? Oh, he's TPing back. That was Prophet TPing into the Roche pit. Roshan's not up for about 2.5 minutes left. So no Roche for them. They might just wait it out though. They might just wait it out. We'll see what they go for.
Come and get it.
So buybacks currently are all up. Besides the Naga Siren are all up for the Dire, and that's pretty huge. I think for team fight wise, it really goes towards the Radiant. The Radiant have the advantage in the team fight for sure. However, without any buybacks on their important heroes, on Ember, on Bristle, on Storm, just doesn't have the money. What can they do? And on Axe as well. Ogre does have a buyback. Could be important with the stuns at some points, but not really going to be the one who ends up killing them. And a smoke gank comes out now from the Dire. This is what they want. They want to get a kill. It's not Roshan just yet. Queen of Pain leading the way. Naga Siren going down bottom. Where are they going to go? Do they have any wards out? They don't really. It's just Radiant Vision here. So they're kind of smoke ganking into the dark. Into a dark with Ember Spirit. And Bristleback's leading the way out. Storm actually zips out to clear this wave. It's going to be horrible. Storm actually gets back out in time. Juggernaut, oh my God, he almost gets 3-shot, but he gets his Omni Slash off in time. Axe taking all the damage for his team with that call on the Blade Mill. Very nice by Axe. Chops down Juggernaut, who buys back immediately. Phoenix Egg going off in the back, not doing very much. Storm Spirit zipping away. They're all trying to just run back, and they do pick off a Naga Siren. Not a huge deal yet. But there, the Nature's Prophet going down, that is a big deal. He buys back too. So their buybacks are being quickly expended. And Prophet, where does he go? He hasn't TP'd in, so what really was that buyback for? And Jug bought back as well. So they both bought back immediately and didn't do anything with their buybacks. So kind of wasted there. You know, the Radiant weren't pushing in yet. They weren't doing anything. They just bought back in a haste and didn't change their buyback money into anything worth it. So now looking at our buybacks, Queen still has one. She didn't even go down. Ogre has it. Phoenix and Storm. Storm buyback is pretty important. Ember needs one, but he's still got 121 left on that timer. And at this point, I'm not sure if saving for buyback for him is the best. He might just need to get like a second Divine Rapier, just so he can one-shot everybody.
Haste.
Or maybe even a second crit would be better, to guarantee those crits when he jumps. And we have people going in here onto the Storm Spirit. They can't lock him down though. You can't lock down the Storm. And Queen actually gets sheeped herself, and she gets multied, but she BKBs out. Axe comes in, tries to chop this Prophet, but Prophet ends up going down just to the right clicks of Ember Spirit. And so Prophet down with no buyback, but Queen does get out in time. And I look to the top lane, I see Phoenix pushing in. So this Rax, it is exposed, they have their glyph back, but that Rax, if that Rax goes down, things are hard right now for the Radiant, but they're going to get even harder, like a lot harder. But Axe smartly gets back up here just in time, and Ember's here as well. So they're just going to keep holding out against the Dire onslaught. Not really much they can do. They have to wait for the Dire to overcommit. And a Shiva's Guard, a huge zip up to the Phoenix, actually going on him with the Orchid. Jug just TP's out. He's afraid. And so does the Phoenix. He makes it out in time. All the things on cooldown for Storm. But they're really afraid. You can see the Dire are just scared at this point. Like, what do they do? What do they do, the poor guys? They're like 2.5 racks up, and they still can't end this game. They had a Divine Rapier on their Juggernaut, and they still couldn't end the game. So what do they do? What is their answer here? And I really think it is split push, but I don't think they can do it there against the Storm Spirit, who's been playing really, honestly, out of his mind. All the Radiant players have been playing extremely well in the last, what, 20 minutes I've been casting this game? I don't even know at this point. And could this be the final push with Axe defending down below? He does have the Boots of Travel, not up for 15 more seconds though. But it looks like Radiant are saying, look man, we gotta end this game. We can't keep holding out forever. They're just going straight for the throne. Here it goes. Let's see what's going to happen. Phoenix throws in a few Fire Spirits. And the BKB comes out from Ember. He's just right-clicking down the throne. Storm Spirit goes in onto the Phoenix. Is Phoenix going to fall? He does have that buyback ready. He isn't gone down yet. And Nagasarn comes in with the sleep, slowing everything down, trying to reset the fight. Juggernaut gets disarmed by the Bristleback. Great job by him again, but Bristle gets focused down immediately. But Ember Spirit doing a ton of right-click damage. Phoenix falls. He does buyback immediately. Bristleback, no buyback. And, oh my god! Oh my god, the crit's coming out from that Ember, but he does have to retreat out. Getting too much right-click damage into his face. So another all-in push from the Dire unsuccessful. They've tried that twice now, and it hasn't worked. They might just do it again with this buyback, and with Storm, they might just do it again. A Desolator, okay, interesting choice. Helps them push. Might not really help them. It helps. I mean, it's not a bad item, of course. But I feel like a second crit maybe would have helped them more. Because when he did get that 1600 crit, they melted. They melted. But if he doesn't get that crit, he does just decent damage. And they're actually sneaking a Roshan. Oh, it looks like they know. It looks like they know. The call was made. The team just turned and went to Roche, and they're saying, oh my god, guys, it's happening. Please get in there. And Storm, he sees it. He goes in. Oh my god, this is awful for the Dire. The Roche goes down. Dire actually gets it, but Bristleback picks it up. So Bristle gets the Aegis of the Immortal. Queen of Pain goes down. She does have a buyback, but she hasn't opted to use it just yet. And Nature's Prophet disabled with his Blade Mail up. They can't really attack him, but Phoenix goes down on the left side. Phoenix calls the GG, and there they go. They're all dead. Only Queen of Pain with a buyback. Wow. I think that's it. This might just, I've called it a lot, but this time is the final push. Naga Siren up. Queen of Pain can be up. We'll see what they choose to do. Axe coming in, killing the illusion. They instantly give that tower. They're just going to ignore Queen of Pain and go right for the throne. And that's it. What can she do? That's, oh, the BM pause. Wow. With like 2 HP on the throne. 40. Man, this game was pretty crazy, and the BM comes out at the end, of course. You know, matchmaking. The song, and the pause, and the song, and the pause. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Nope. Okay, we're getting true NA Dota, boys. We're getting true NA Dota. And there we go.
Victory.
There we go. Alright guys, thank you for watching my very first cast. It was a pub game. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like it, and subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.